Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Rusty Wrench Restorations. I'm Steve, and today we're going to talk about what the plan is for this John Deere 430 crawler engine. So the last video we left off on a stripped down bare block. The only thing I had left was to remove both pistons, which were stuck in the cylinder bores. So I was able to get both pistons removed, and I was able to find that, at least on one of them, I was able to see there was a stamp marking here on the top of the piston. It's 0.045. So that's a good indication to me that this is not a stock bore piston, that this is in fact an overbore. So the standard bore for a cylinder is basically the measurement across the cylinder bore. I'll show you that here in a second. All right, as I mentioned, when we talk about cylinder bores, that's the measurement across the bore of the cylinder. For these John Deere 2-cylinder Dubuque engines, it's a 4 1/4 inch bore, so 4.250. They do offer two overbore kits. There's a 20 thousandths over and a 40 thousandths over, and those would entail having to bore these cylinder holes bigger to accept the bigger pistons. So, as I said, my piston head on the dome here says 0.045. So it's already an overbore. It's the next size over. It's the 20 thousandths over. The cylinder walls don't look too bad. I'll show you those in a second. And then I'm going to clean them up today. I'm going to hone them out, take some more measurements, and see if I can get away with staying with the 20 thousandths overbore cylinder or overbore piston with some new rings. But most likely I will still replace the piston itself with the rings, just for the fact that they are aluminum. They do have a lot of corrosion issues here. And I honestly just don't want to go through the time and effort of rebuilding this and putting an inferior part back in. So, you could probably get away with just putting some new rings on here and honing the cylinder out. But I'm hoping I can get the cylinder honed, measures out good enough to get new 20 thousandths over pistons with new rings, wrist pins, and then we'll reassemble from there. If after I hone these cylinders to where they look good enough to use, the measurements are too big where this overbore would still be insufficient, then we may need to bring the block in, have it machined to the 40 thousandths overbore, and go from there. I really hate to do that unless you absolutely have to, because that's pretty much the last bore on this engine, and after that you're gonna have to get a new block. So all right, let's take a look inside these cylinders. So here's your forward cylinder, number one piston. As you can see, especially towards the bottom, there's quite a bit of corrosion in there, but again, it's expected. It was sitting with moisture in there. Here's the back one for number two. They don't look terrible. It's not what you'd want to see if you took a running engine apart, that's for sure. But looks can be deceiving, and I honestly think after feeling these, I really think I should be able to get it cleaned up with a hone. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can get away with honing these cylinders out, getting a new set of 20 thousandths oversized pistons and rings, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to work on getting the exterior of this block cleaned up, get all the paint and rust off. I'm going to hone the cylinders out, and we'll do another video here in a second after that's done. Well, probably a few hours from now, but I'll show you what the cylinders look like once they're honed out. I did go through yesterday and get a lot of my internal engine components cleaned up. So in this bucket here, I've got the cam, the crank, the oil pump, and the valve, the head. So I did get the whole valve train assembly apart. I pulled out all the intake and exhaust valves, springs, got the lifters out of the block, and basically cleaned out all my intake and exhaust passages. So there's no more carbon, rust, dirt, oil, sludge, grime. Everything's been cleaned down to bare metal. And then I sprayed everything down. You can see it looks all wet. There's a coating of fluid film, and basically I put that on there just so that the parts wouldn't flash rust again. So anyway, let me get this block cleaned up, honed out, and we'll see what we're dealing with. So here's a quick update. I've already removed all the loose paint, rust, and debris from the external surfaces of the engine. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? I mean, I can still see some green on here. It doesn't all have to come down to bare metal. All the loose stuff's off. And then really the biggest thing I wanted to deal with right now was the internals to the block. So there was a lot of built up rust and corrosion on the inside surfaces of the block in here. So I was able to get everything cleaned out, removed any loose stuff. Same thing up front here. We have where our crank goes. This is upside down again. The crank, the cam. This would be your governor over here. So we got this whole cavity cleaned out. So basically I don't have any loose metal or debris that's going to be inside the engine casing. So the next step is I'm going to take some of this. Sorry for the camera skills here. I use this here, fluid film. It's a penetrant and lubricant, but it's also a rust inhibitor, prevents corrosion. So all these bare surfaces inside the engine block that I've cleaned, we'll get a coating of that penetrant, basically to keep the inside surfaces, the bare metal, from flash rusting. So at that point, we'll go ahead and I'd flip it over and we'll start honing the cylinders and see what we're dealing with. All right, well, I started honing, and I know it's probably hard to see with the lighting, but let me get that flashlight again. There we go. So you can see this back cylinder here is starting to clean up pretty well. I haven't really done much with this front one. I made a couple initial passes just to see what I had going on, but I really haven't done much up there. But you can see this back one considerably better. Still a few more low areas in there I need to try to get out. So basically, yeah, the stones on my hone are wore out. So there's a couple different kinds of hones you can use. There's the ball hone with the little ball pieces on it, and this one here, it's spring loaded. It's got 3 vertical, basically stones, and you can see here it's starting to come apart. It's pretty wore down. Ain't got much left on there. So before I do any damage to my cylinders by dragging these metal pieces across, I'm just gonna go get a new one. They're pretty cheap. So hey, we got some new tools. So I ended up just getting a new engine hone. They make replacement stones for them, but they're riveted on, and I don't know, just rather get the new one. And I got one of these. I didn't buy this today, but I had one of these. Let me put this turbo in here. So, new engine hone. And I got this brush set a while back at Northern, but it's really good for getting in, cleaning all the gunk and stuff out of the holes for like where your lifters go in for your push rods. So probably run those too. They got some nice soft nylon ones in here so we don't mess them up. But get changed into my old clothes and we'll get back at it. So, did a little honing on here. Let me get a flashlight in so you can see. It's not quite there yet, but as you can tell, it's definitely way better than it was. So, if I look down these cylinders, the front cylinder, number 1 at the bottom, has there's some pretty excessive pitting down there. The good thing is that's at the bottom of the stroke, so I'm really not too concerned with that. I think it's something I'm going to be able to live with. So I've got a little more fine tuning to do here to try to get a little better cross hatch pattern in there and try to clean this up a little bit right now. But huge difference from what we looked at this morning. And I just mic'd everything out. So for these oversized pistons, this bore should be 4.295. So even after the honing that I've done to clean this up, remember I told you sometimes it looks worse than it really is. So even it's getting there pretty quick. My average measurement right now is between 4.296 and 4.297. So, I mean, I'm only like 3 or 4 thousandths over what it's supposed to be. I'm sure there's going to be engine builders out there that are telling me I'm doing this all wrong. And hey, I'm sure there's a better way to do it, right? I mean, some people would just take this in and have it bored out and just get the next size pistons. The only problem with that, like I said, is that's the last bore on this engine. So at that point, that's a wrap jack. Ain't no more getting oversized pistons. At that point, you need another block. So I'm happy with what I've got here. Like I said, I'm going to run the hone down here a little bit more, try to clean that up some. But I think we're doing pretty good. So basically, just going to end up ordering some new 20 thousandths over pistons and rings, new wrist pin, bearings. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to clean this up, get the internals here covered with some of that fluid film so it doesn't rust, and then get a quick shot of some primer on the outside of this block here so it doesn't rust as well. I think that's probably going to be it for today. All right, well, that wraps it up for today. Got a little more honing in there to clean it up a bit. I covered everything with the fluid film to prevent flash rust. I got some quick primer on the outside. That stuff's all going to get cleaned up again when we go before final paint. But same thing, front of the engine, where your cam, crank, and governor go. Got some fluid film on there to protect everything, and any of my bare metal surfaces. So anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna throw a bag over it just to keep it from getting dusty. But this will enable me later to clean this all down, do another quick hone on it before we start assembly, and then the outside's pretty much cleaned up of all the major grime and gunk and everything, including the rear main seal area back here. So anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. Got the block prepped, and I think we should be good to go. So I'll order some pistons and some rings, and I got a gasket kit coming, and maybe we can get this thing together before we start on that catastrophe. All right, thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend.